Am squase weag gilon, piche your gilon gdioltinen, agwamag bilwake winwag idmotitits, piche your gilon gdioltinen. Bilwake winwag nidnegmau milinigid Indian, God gilon Indian, Skicin wug gilon, Bilwake winwag yud bechip tuted yud tlodwewag noa, Negmau yud bechip tuted yud tlodwewag noa, God yud gilon tlodwewagnen, Negmau nid tlodwewag noa, Negmau ed lowak acted. To go to get him on no na, am squash away ag, Skicin wug gilon, Piche yud gilon dioltinen. Goody to go to Jatunen, Bilwake winwag negmau, Tlodwewag noa bechip tuted yud Skicin week cook. Na da westuaman en zagmag nagalit bezuinwag, Weji negamau gizi aja tuted yud negamau bechip tuted. Naga gliwianen mausuinwag Skicinwag, Sami Skicinwag gilon, Magak Indian.
This language is being used to identify our people. What would you say would be the measures the tribe would take to change the colonial language to properly identify our people? What measures do you think we should take as a tribe?
I think the first thing we need to do is identify why to the past generations and also future generations of our communities and our language speakers and our children, from the youth all the way up to our elders, on who and why Indian was placed upon us and why it's part of what's been taught over history, and then go back to the identity of our culture, traditions, values, people, and language, and re-identify that when somebody asks you who you are, Skicin Nil, Skicin Gil, and promote that so that there's an understanding, but the definition of what that means, not Indian. If you look up and you look through the history and everything that was produced to us as or taught to us over time, you're Indian. Passamaquoddy Indian, Penobscot Indian, Maliseet, Navajo Indian. It really, if you look back and you go back into history, as I stated earlier, Indians are identified as savages, people that were given a name that identified them as not who they really are and who we really are. So you got to be able to teach it and promote it in a manner that's identifiable to people within our community, and I think we should. I think we should take that, and everybody will use it the way that they want to, but I have to believe that our community and our language speakers and everybody, I mean, you know what you hear in our community, and start at the level of our youth today to identify as Skicin. When somebody says, "Are you Indian?" Skicin Nil, and then they'll understand it.
Weji yoktuk wazizug, mesnamik was all titik, weji nanegamau, kijiji tuted.
They came here, everybody was enveloped in in a beautiful forest. And they had fish, and everything was pretty hunky-dory. Little bit of trouble here or there, but things got straightened out. Then they developed what the people were enveloped in. They took it all apart. They cut it up, they dug it up, hauled it away. It's unbelievable.
What are your thoughts on that word being used, Indian?
Well, that was, I guess, Christopher Columbus there. That was his mistake. He thought he was in Indonesia someplace, the outer islands of India. So that was a mistake. The whole history is a mistake. Yeah. Think of it. Ever since, what's happened. That's not to say that what was going on here was perfect. Of course not. People are people. But geez, once the Wabe Square, when they landed here, boy, things kind of developed quickly. Developed. That's a very good word. That's what they did. They developed.
Guri dweji ajatunen, yutol, wizwin wal awak atid.